Miami Hurricanes just added a veteran wide receiver through the transfer portal. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome to NFD TV. Canes all day. If you're rocking with you, then you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. And big shout out to the Cane Gang, the membership of the channel. If you want to join, go ahead and click that link in the pinned comments. You'll also find our Instagram and TikTok link. Click those if you use those platforms because I create content over there as well. But today, Miami has a commitment from wide receiver CJ Daniels. 6'2", 205 pounds, 21 touchdowns in his college career, and he comes to Miami with one more year of eligibility. Right off the bat, this is a guy who I've been looking at, and I don't know. I think he's a boom or bust type of player. I think he can come to Miami and have a hell of a year, or he can come to Miami and do what he did at LSU maybe. So let's talk about CJ Daniels. He started his career at Liberty, grinded, put in that work, and then his final year at Liberty, he had a hell of a year, putting up 55 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 10 touchdowns. But when he transferred to LSU last year, only 42 receptions, 480 yards, and did not reach the end zone. The touchdown that he did get was against Florida. Of course, who didn't score against those guys? Ha-ha! But that play was called back due to a penalty, so he did not reach the end zone. So automatically, when you look at what happened in 2023 to 2024, you want to know why that was. So I did a little bit digging. And LSU, first of all, you got to look at, they had a new quarterback. The emergence of Kyron Lacey, we all saw that. But what I really found out that was interesting was, according to Brian Kelly, CJ Daniels dealt with an injury throughout the season. So all his LSU film, he was dealing with the injuries. Not only that, they found out that at Liberty, he was also dealing with an injury. Now, this is according to Brian Kelly. So a lot of people were thinking, okay, you know, he's dealing with these injuries, he's putting in this work, and then he's going to come back to LSU next year, but he decided to enter the transfer portal. LSU people, they talked about how CJ was a hard worker, how he was a leader in the wide receiver room, how although he did have the injuries, he never used them as an excuse. He never complained about them, and he always put in the work. That's why a lot of people was very shocked when he did decide to enter the transfer portal. Why did he decide to leave LSU? Only he would know. But I'm looking at a player that had a hell of a career at Liberty, moved up in the competition, didn't have the same stats, but had injuries that hindered him, but then had the media, the fans, the coaches all talked about his work ethic and his leadership. So this is a player that I'm saying, man, what will he do in the Miami system? I really don't know. It's hard for me to say. I think it could be either or. I will say this, Miami is dealing with Isaiah Horton, still deciding if he's going to enter the transfer. And then Xavier Restrepo, gone. Jacoby George, gone. Now we're relying on our young wide receivers, but it's always good to have a veteran in that locker room to show the young bucks how to do things. And if his reputation is what it was at LSU, then hey, CJ is the guy to bring in for the culture for the young bucks. And also, remember, Miami is trying to bring in John Matura, quarterback, in the transfer portal. So when John, right now, he's at Oklahoma, they're telling him like, hey, we got these other visits signed up. We got these wide receivers. Well, he checks his phone and says, hey, one of the top transfer portal wide receivers is going to Miami. I think that's a good thing. When I watch CJ Daniels play, I like his route running. If the ball's in the air, he's most likely going to come down with it. He has very strong hands. He almost never dropped passes at LSU, and he has a couple spin moves and a couple moves after he makes the catch. So I think the big thing people are going to ask is, why didn't the LSU production match the Liberty production? But I hope I've broken down all the different things that I've researched and heard about CJ Daniels. Welcome to the U, and I hope he does great things at Miami. What do you guys think about CJ Daniels? Let me know in the comments.